Connery.dk. Livsstilsmagasin for mænd.
I'm on my way to meet Gary in central London, near Piccadilly. Here in Victorian times, people with unusual physical differences were put on display for public entertainment and freak shows.
You must be Gary.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
You as well, buddy.
Take a seat.
Well, I came because I heard you had the stretchiest skin in the world.
Would you like to have a try yourself?
What do I do?
Just take hold and just give it a little pull.
That's amazing. Wow, when did you find out you could do that?
I guess when I was about 4 or 5 years old, from being a small boy. I had an uncle who used to show me off to his friends, and they found it very amusing. So I guess from a very young age, I was very unusual.
I can relate to what Gary is talking about. Today, Gary's condition draws attention wherever he goes. Within minutes, a crowd is formed.
So is that what it's like every time you pull your skin out? I mean, those people went nuts. I mean, within mere seconds, you had like 40 people watching you.
Yeah, always. Well, it never fails to get reactions. You know, as soon as somebody notices, they'll tap the friend on the shoulder, and before you know it, there's a crowd of 30 people.
I want to run some tests on Gary and find out how he's different from everyone else on the planet. I'm taking Gary away from the crowds to a hospital in London to meet Dr. Child, a world authority on conditions like Gary's.
Perhaps just facing me, actually, would be good enough.
The first test is pretty straightforward. Dr. Child wants to measure how far she can pull the skin around his stomach and compare this to mine.
Right, so that's 6 inches. And for comparison, 3 inches, or 7.5 centimeters. So, for example, you have...
Gary's skin can stretch at least twice as much as mine. But to find out if he actually has a genetic difference, I want Dr. Child to run some more precise diagnostic tests.
Well, let's just see how loose you are, and we'll do an official joint score, shall we?
Okay.
If we start with the hands...
Dr. Child is looking for any signs that would uncover what Gary's condition is, such as how far his arm bends past flat when stretched out. If he gets a high score out of 9, it will confirm Dr. Child's suspicion that Gary may have a genetic mutation called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, also known as EDS.
So you have a full house. You're a 9 out of 9.
9 out of 9.
For joint hypermobility.
Right.
That's as high a score as we can get.
Scoring full marks on the test means it's highly likely that Gary does have EDS.
It's a disorder of connective tissue, the tissues that hold us together. And basically, the most important protein in the connective tissue is collagen, because it's responsible for the stretchy strength.
It looks like Gary's genetic makeup is the difference. This is the reason his skin has much more elasticity.
Well, they think that each of us carries on average, three mutations. It's just that we don't know about them. For example, if you were meant to have brown eyes and you have blue eyes, who cares? The fact that Gary is affected is because he has a mutation in a major gene that affects connective tissue throughout the body. So it would be very difficult to ignore a change affected by a gene that important.
This type of genetic difference is very rare. And in Gary's case, it's given him the stretchiest skin on earth.
In my lifetime, I've only seen one family who have this type of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and their skin wasn't as stretchy as Gary's.
So it sounds like to me, both Gary and I are genetic mutations. We're both like evolving humans in a way.
Yeah, I guess so.
This means I'm not alone. I too am different from everybody else because of a genetic mutation. And it's these differences that make us the superhumans living among you.